until I email Ivana Chabak, sumagot kagad sa akin, you need to stay here. During that time, I have lots of soap opera right and left. Sabi sa akin, if I'll stay at least 4 to 6 months there, sabi ko, I might lose my job in the Philippines. But 2011, I really went there. Talagang binitawan ko lahat ng trabaho ko, nag-aral ako, hindi ako director doon. I'm putting up scenes. Estudyante ako in a teacher's training program wherein I'm attending 15 classes. I'm participating to 3 to 5 classes as an actor. Nagre-rehearse ako kasama ng mga puti, kasama ng mga iba't ibang lahi. Tapos every time Chabak will teach the master class, kailangan nandun ako sa tabi niya. Doon ko naintindihan that she cannot really teach it, I will just catch it. Yung acting cannot be taught, but it can only be caught. So nakita ko doon, even up to the last minute, nalilipat na lang ako after 4 months sa pabalik ng Pilipinas, nagti-teachers training pa rin kami na 6 Hollywood actors. She let them put up a scene, and then ikikritik ko with her beside me, checking all my questioning. Ganun katindi. Nanginginig ako. Pero nagawa ko yun using my own pain to overcome. And yun yung pag-uwi ko sa Pilipinas, in-apply ko sa mga artista at nakita ko yung na-effective. And ang bilis, nagtatransform sila. So, doon ko makikita doon lang What is the output? Doon tayo. Ilalaban ko ang artista ko who lands jobs and who win awards. Ganon lang. Yun lang yung masasabi ko. Though, the difference is that we use inner work. We use inner work to solve, resolve, and evolve, and create that catharsis. Kasi ulitin ko na, I don't mind imagination. Imagination can make you credible. But pain will make you unforgettable and remarkable. Kahit naman sa inyo diba? Iba kapag pinag-usapan na natin yung mga importanteng tao sa buhay ninyo. At hindi natin yung ginagawang dahilan para, sige, magngangaw muna ako, I will wallow in pain. No. We use it for change, to move on. I hope I answered that. Thank you.
Thank you, Charmy. Next up, we have Tito Jerry Olea from PEP.
Follow up ko na hindi direct. Even before dun sa Bubog at Carga workshop mo sa DCT, na-mention mo na rin naman talaga na single out mo si Christian Bables and Joshua Garcia.
Yeah.
Dun sa mga talagang Angalong Negro. Pero yung tanong ko, makukonsider ba yung follow-up dun sa tanong niya? Parang, kasi aggressive din sa pagtuturo ngayon, Meister method naman si Angeli Bayani. Meron ba kayong parang rivalry?
Ako, kung never kong naisip na may rivalry kami or whatever. Kasi di ba, siyempre inaaral ko rin naman ang mga nagtuturong iba. I've been to the Meissner, I've been to Being kasi, di ba, lahat yan are healthy, yung kumbaga healthy competition kami lahat. Kasi hindi ko nakikita na kakompetensya ko sila. Halimbawa, di ba, marami yan We have the Meissner of Angeli and some sideline actors. We have Being of Ana Pileo in Sparkle. And then we have the PETA, we have, let's say, Malu de Guzman, and then Being din si Malu. Tapos we have, estudyante ko rin before si Eric de la Cruz, the Taxi Talier, Stella Adler, and all that. Never ko silang nakikitang kakompetensya. Kasi maraming bagay na matututunan din dun sa mga technique nila. I've been through all. But siguro one thing that I can attest, coming from, ako mismo yung nag-undergo ng teacher actor training sa Hollywood. I'm in the, kumbaga parang, nandun mismo ako sa heart ng Hollywood sa Melrose Avenue ni Ivana Chabak. I've seen actors who are Hollywood na after ng, ang makaka-attest ng si Lisa. Kasi si Lisa went there, di ba? At nakita niya talaga na ibang klase yung tagisan ng galing doon. Mahihiya ka kapag tamad ka, walang nalilate. And then even ang pinag-uusapan is yung technique pa rin because after the workshop, may pagpag kami para hindi mo dala-dala yung emosyon Pumupunta kami sa bar, we drink, we eat, we talk about life, and then networking na rin yun. I do that here as well. Para hindi dala-dala ng artista yung mga pain na yon. papagpag kami, kakain kami, iinom kami. O bago na nga lang yung kainan ko, dito na sa Greenview District. Okay, naninibago ako. Pero ang saya lang kasi you get to know more of your actors. Ano po, hindi ko sila pinipilit lahat. I'm not the type of director that general commander, sisigawan kita, mumurahin kita, papagalitan kita. I need to earn the respect of my actors. So the most important thing is creating deep, meaningful relationships sa kanila. Hindi ko po sila pinipilit na magbukas. Aantayin ko sila. Kasi yan lang din naman sinasabi ko sa ibang artista na minsan matitigas ang ulot, tamad. One time, bigyan niya na akong sinabi ang artista na kailan ka magsa-shape up, you need to rehearse, etc. etc. O nung nagsipag, ayun na, may lead actor na, and so on and so forth. Marami po silang ganon.
Initials din.
Sorry po. Nasa karga lang po yun. Yun po, yun po.
Okay, kay Miss Carmi naman, natutuwa kami even before sa mga previous interview namin, talagang kinukwento mo itong pag-workshop mo para ano. Pero ano yung pinaka-ultimate goal mo kahit at sa ganitong edad, ang tagal mo sa industriya, nag-workshop ka pa rin, minamanifest mo ba na manalo ka ng acting award?
Oh, syempre naman, oo. At saka gusto ko maging kalinya ko sina John Arcilia, Tirso Cruz III, di ba? Sina Uge, yung, well, bagets pa si Uge. Pero ang ibig ko sabihin, gusto kong magtagal at saka makross ko talaga yung sa drama. At maging main kontrabida or whatever, pero malaki yung role. Because that's how much passionate I am sa craft ko. At ang laki nga ng naitulong ng mga techniques na nakukuha ko from direct. Yeah.
Ang galing mo kasi mag-comedy kaya sana mabigyan ka nga ng chance sa drama.
Ay, nako, meron na.
Ay!
Siyempre, dito sa TV5, di ba, sir? Ayan, meron na akong next. Gagawin namin next month at prime time. Wow! And drama!
So yun po yung sinasabi kong may actors land jobs and eventually will win naman.
Okay, kay Miss Lisa na last question ko. Paano mo ito na-i-apply dun sa napanood ka namin sa para kay B na play? Paano mo yung mga bubog, yung mga parga?
Iba-iba. So, I've been doing Chabok for the last 13 years. And 12 years. So, nahihirapan ako actually gawin yung eksena kung hindi ako gagamit ng Chabok technique. Kasi with Meisner, Meisner is about presence. It's about reacting. So you're reacting, not necessarily having this pain, hindi siya yung pinaka-core na hinihingi ng eksena, ng technique, but listening. If you listen to your actor, you'll be able to react, you're present, so your emotions are drawn from what your actor and your co-actor is giving you. Ganon siya. So for para kay B, yung role kasi ni Esther doon is, she's living in a world where content, ang gusto niya is maipagmalaki sa buong mundo, sa sarili niyang paraan, na mahal niya ang isang babae, sa panahong hindi accepted yung same-sex relationship. Dahil nakakaangat siya sa buhay, ang na-inlove siya sa katulong nila. So, how do you navigate that space? So, it's very important for me to draw from a personal pain. And it was during the time that Ice and I can't share to the world that we are in love. And yung takot ko na pag nilabas ko siya at nilabas namin siya sa publiko, we will be judged, which happened. Especially nung nagpakasal kami. So, napakalalim nung pinaghuhugutan mo, because hanggang ngayon may mga ganun pa rin kaming struggles. So when you use pain or that trauma and that fear, it gives more, for me, more authentic. Nararamdaman nyo yung pinagdadaanan ko kasi nakikita nyo kung paano ko siya ine-express doon sa eksena with those thoughts. So for me, I substitute Sarah o yung eksena ko as Ice. And nung pinag-uusapan namin yon, yung hesitation mo is para nilalagay ko yung sarili ko doon sa mundo namin before, nung hindi namin, paano namin pinag-uusapan kung paano kami magka-come out. So, that's how complicated and complex also the technique is. But given a choice between just being present and walang laman yung utak ko, nakikita si Ice lalo, alam niya, ibang technique ginawin mo. Kasi alam niya na, as an actor, I've already become used to that. Kasi medyo mahirap din yun minsan, kumarga. Kasi minsan, natural sa atin na binablock ka ng totoo mong pagkatao na ang role ng buhay, ang role ng konsensya natin is to consciousness natin is to block you from pain. Imagine, pinipilit mo siyang buksan sa isang eksena at nararamdaman ng tao yung pinagdadaanan mo as you're going through opening that trauma. So, very complicated. But, you know, after each performance in Para Kay B, when I go out there, yung mga taong nakapanood sa amin and sa akin, they say that, thank you for bringing life to Esther because I am an Esther. So parang sa lahat ng mga Esthers of the world na takot ipakita yung kanilang pagkatao sa mga taong mahal nila dahil sa sinasabi ng society, I was able to justify it. It's the best thing that you can receive as an actor. So yun, napakalaking tulong talaga ng Shabak sa akin. Yung eksena ko with AJ, I have a daughter who's not with me. Ang tagal na namin hindi magkasama. So, that's why excited ako to do the play because it's my little moment and opportunity to relive a moment that I share with my daughter. Yung nagbabanter kami bilang mag-ina, binibiro niya ako sa gusto niyang mag-come out, ganon. I put myself in there and I live that world. So, iba talaga. So, napakasarap umarte, especially if you know that you are equipped with the tools that can provide and give effective performances.
Thanks you to Jerry. Next up, we have Bix. From
Hi,
Bix Buzz and
Thank
Abante.
you, MJ. Hi, Direk. Direk, ayan ha.
What technique ka bigla, ah?
Kasi
Baka may karga ka.
pangarap ko siya maging teacher nila.
Ay, patalo kay
Kasi,
Chicales.
kasi marami talagang nagsasabi na maganda about the shop.
Oh, yes.
Pero Direk, dito ba sa pag yung mga aabot sa masterclass, may chance ba na maging part or contract artist ng MQAD?
Hindi kami nangangako ni Sir Jeff, pero may chance. Kagaya lang after nung last masterclass ko, biglang nagkaroon ng vertical drama, yung 3 Queens and a Baby. Yung dalawa sa masterclass ko, pinag-audition ko, pantay-pantay lahat. Sabi ko, anak, mag-ano kayo? Ito yung role ninyo, binigay sa akin nila Sir Jeff, nila Isa yung line, yung sides. Guess what? Sila yung napili kagad. The next day after, hindi ko pinapakakong lahat ganon. Pero may chance, kasi lalo na nagsisimula kami, saan pa ba kami kukuha ng artista? Para dito sa TV5, sa Signal, at kung saan mang platform, kung hindi doon sa mga na-train po naming artista. So, we will do our best to give them work once na kailangan pulido at mahusay, lalo na with the Eddie Garcia bill, di ba? 16 hours na lang, 13 hours na lang talaga yan. Dapat mahusay. In the first 2 takes, dapat good work. Yes.
Wow, guys. Para naman kay Kitch yung aking next question. Hi, Kitch. Kasi si Kitch, magaling ng aktor, pero nag-workshop pa rin siya para mas mag-improve niya yung kanyang pag-arte. Pero ikaw, Kitch, ano yung mapapayo mo dun sa mga aspiring actor na nagdududa pa na nagdadala ang isip pa na sumabak sa acting workshop?
Huwag na sila magduda.
Magdalawang isip.
Huwag na sila magdalawang isip. Kasi yun gaya nung sabi ng mga veteran actors natin dito, at saka ni Direk Ryan, continuous learning talaga siya. Ngayon, kung hindi ka willing na matuto, paano ka magsasucess? Pero sobrang hirap din magbaba ng pride, gets naman. Pero pag nagawa mo yun, tapos maturuan ka ni Direk ng proper way, nako, magiging mas maganda at maayos yung trabaho mo. At the same time, yun din yung lecture na binibigay sa amin ni Direk before mag-start. Ngayon ko lang na-realize yung sinabi ni Sir Polo yung about sa pagiging mabuting tao, lalo na minsan bilang artista, nakafocus ka na lang dun sa acting, work, fame. Pero nakakalimutan mo yung humility, yung pagiging mabait na tao. So feel ko yun yung priceless doon. So ayun, siguro huwag sila magdalawang isip kasi hindi lang pagiging pag-arte yung matututunan mo dito, kundi yung pagiging artista, yung ano yung dapat ugali ng talagang totoong artista.
Ano masasabi ni Direk Ryan?
So, susub ko lang kasi tingnan mo yung humility rin ni Kitch. Kahit marami na siyang trabaho, hindi ko siya pinaakyat ng advance. Kakagraduate niya lang sa akin ng introductory class. And kahit sa kasama niya yung mga baguhan, may mga kaklase siya na nandito na nag-volunteer. Pero ngayon, after the session, binigyan ko na sila ng assessment, pwede na siya mag-advance. So it doesn't mean you're an artista, kailangan ilagay na kagad kita doon. I-assess mo na kita. At in fairness, nag-undergo si Kitch ng training at hindi siya namili kung anong bigay ko sa kanya, nag-sombadings man siya or whatever. Ang dami niyang ginawa doon sa workshop, nag-monologue, pero hindi siya nagreklamo. Niyakap niya lang yung process at ngayon, level up na siya sa advance.
Yun yung pinakatakot ko, baka puro intro lang ako. Hindi na ako inakit ni Direk.
Thank you.
Pero next naman para kay Michael Rivers, since you are an athlete, ano yung parang may nakikita ka bang pagkapareho bilang isang atleta dito sa pagiging isang performing artist?
Yes po, sobrang the same. In fact, ilang beses na ako na example ni Direk Ryan when it comes to the workshop kasi yung pagiging actor, may training time. Yung sinasabi ni Miss Carrie na you should always prepare, yung sinabi ko kanina. Kasi without preparation, success is sobrang hard. Same din sa pagiging athlete. Yun yung mahirap kasi I'm also an actor, I'm also an athlete. So, binabalance ko talaga siya. So, sa morning, nagtitraining po ako to become the best athlete I can be. Sa workshop naman ni Direk, nagtitraining din ako to be the best actor I can be. So, I'm doing both na hopefully manalo din ako ng acting award kagaya nito. Yes.
Saka alam nyo, sa workshop, minsan hindi nila alam yung talent na yun, na-discover namin sa workshop. Ang na-discover ko kay Michael, kahit ayaw niyang sabihin ko, na-discover ko komedyante siya. Kasi may pinagawa ko sa kanyang eksena sa 51st Dates. Tawang-tawa kaming lahat. And yet, ang pinaka-challenge sa kanya, complete contrast, pinagawa ko sa kanya yung role ni Bembol Rocco sa Maynila sa Mga Kuko ng Liwanag. Doon siya nahirapan. Pero after 2 rework, nagawa niya ng mahusay. Na hindi niya ginaya si Bembol. Na hindi niya ginaya si Adam Sandler. Sarili niyang choices.
Bongga si Michael.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Direk.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Bix. And last we have J.M. Bueno from Kumagkao.
Hello, Direk. Well, I have to think of like a really good final question for you. Yeah, I had other questions, but this one should be really, really good. Well, my question for you, Direk, is of course the chop-up technique itself, as I'm seeing it from outside, because I haven't really like undergone the whole enchilada of the workshop. For me, it's like a two-edged sword of some sort. I'd like to think of it as just a technique, but in hindsight, you're thinking of really, really hard emotions, per se, that people need to pull out something from. But how do you measure that? In some way, because if you think about it, it's pretty dangerous to do that. The mental health of the person, how are you supposed to gauge that? Because sometimes the actor that you're seeing is just on the day itself. Either that or maybe an acquaintance that you won't really have the capacity to actually know if he or she would be able to handle what you're going to teach them.
I don't communicate with them. Yun yung sinasabi ko kanina, di ba? The difference between the chop-up technique and the one that was developed in the past
Mhm.
are we don't use emotions to teach emotions as an end result.
Mhm.
We teach them how to use emotions as a way to empower a goal. Ano yun? I don't communicate with actors about emotion.
Mhm.
Kaagad. We talk about objectives. We need to make sense with their overall objective, with their scene objective. Hindi ko sa ginagawa silang cerebral actor ha,
Mhm.
pero tinuturuan ko sila kung paano magbasa ng script na hindi mo basta-basta pinapalitan yan. Kaya ginawa yan ng director at ng writer kasi may ibig sabihin. Hindi ka basta-basta nagpapalit ng linya without asking the director. That might change the objective. Let's say, kunyari, to get you to love me in spite of.
Mhm.
Papaniwalaan ko naman sila eh. Sasabihin ko lang naman sa kanila kung okay, sinong karga mo dito and why. Then, makikita ko yun. Mararamdaman ko naman kung totoo o hindi eh. Pero hindi ko sila pipilitin. Sasabihin ko lang sa kanila, it's not working. Who's the next in line? Oh, let's have emotional diary. Sila mismo yung nag-open up sa akin eh. And alam ko rin kung paano ko sila tatadyakan para tumalon sa bangin. At alam ko rin, that's the reason why I need to know my actors.
Mhm.
Let's say, kunyari yung sinasabi mo na, paano direct kung makilala mo lang sila on the set.
Mhm.
So we have ways on how to do some commonality of pain. I have some exercises na hindi sila mag-violate. I always ask permission. Same thing when we do physical stuffs. Kunyari, di ba, sampalan.
Mhm.
Kailangan magpaalam ka sa co-actor mo. Pero sometimes, unless siguro yung director, binulungan ka, sige, gulatin mo para may lumabas. So may mga ganong director eh, but I don't do that.
Mhm.
I always ask permission.
Okay.
I don't force them. You can all ask them. Okay? It's a matter of, kung ayaw niyang ibigay, okay, I will wait for you. But I will just tell you that nobody beats pain. So I always tell actors, welcome to show business. Acting is all about being personal. Hindi ko sinasabing mali ang mga tinuturo ng ibang teacher.
Mhm.
Ang sa akin lang is, why not you try this? Okay? This will help you as a creative person and you will become a better human being by facing your deep-seated shit in life.
Mhm.
Deep-seated issues in life. By using what? By acting. Hindi lang naman siya puro anger eh.
Mhm.
There's love. Kaya pati yung maririnig mo lagi sa akin sa hashtag Happy Karga and all that. Even those comedy is coming from tragedy as well. Yung ganon. But we need to understand how to create choices. Hindi lang naman yung minsan, yung sinabi ni Lisa kanina, hindi naman all the time kinakargahan mo. Sometimes you're just using the other person. So when we use sexuality, let's say, when it comes to flirting, when it comes getting you to bed, when it comes to may mga Viva Max at may mga Viva the Prime actors na nagte-train sa akin,
Mm-hmm.
I teach them on how to when we flirt, when we use that objective to get you to bed. Kinakargahan pa ba natin 'yon? Hindi. That's the kumbaga parang kumbaga parang yun lang yung rule sa kargahan na sige nga, di ba, kung makikipag-flirt ka ba sa isang tao, iisip ka ba rin ng tao? Di ba, parang hindi. So may mga ganong areas in the technique wherein I need to gauge the person. So that's the most important for me. I need to get to know the actors. Di ba dapat ganon din ang director? At ganon din ang producer. They need to know their actors. And that's the reason why if the actors are very good, 50% of the director's work is done already. I hope that.
And with that, Direk, who are you expecting to go to this workshop in the summer?
Kasi I have done this before,
Mhm.
that I'm expecting those people who wanted to learn acting, who wanted to become an actor.
So it's like
Tuturuan ko sila ng proseso na paano maging mahusay na artista. At the same time, they will just discover them. That's the most important in the workshop. They will discover themselves. And bonus na lang, nagiging mabuting tao sila, which is the most important.
Okay.
Na bonus na lang din yun sa akin na they started to care. They started to be generous even with their co-actors on the set. Yung nagbabago yung pag-uugali. But more than anything, sa akin yung the moment they get to know more of themselves, that's already a success for me. So everybody,